hope you've all had a wonderful day. Today's video is a book themed video and it is 10 books that will self-destruct in 12 months. So by that, it is basically 10 books that have been on my shelf that I have chosen that if I haven't picked up in 12 months time, then I'm just going to automatically declutter them. So I actually got this idea from the lovely Nikki Pearson, who I believe got the idea from Becca and the Books. I will leave a link in the description down below so you can check out both channels and both videos because Nikki has obviously done this video. So yeah, I had a little look through my shelves and picked out 10 books that may have interested me at one time and maybe don't interest me quite so much anymore. And then obviously if I haven't picked them up to read in 12 months time, then they will just leave my collection. So let me just pick them up. Bear with. There's quite a few. Well, there's 10. So this is my stack. And yeah, I'm just going to go through and show you which books they are. So the first, I do have a couple of Christmassy ones in here because I had quite a collection of Christmas books that I never seem to be able to get through in December, when I kind of feel like is the only time you should read a Christmas book. But yeah, so the first one is a Christmas book. And it is I Will Marry George Clooney by Christmas by Tracy Bloom. This one has been on my shelf for 2-3 years maybe. And it just says, slogging her guts out in a chicken factory while single-handedly bringing up a teenage daughter who hates her is far from the life that 36-year-old Michelle had planned. But marrying the most eligible man on the planet by Christmas could change all that, couldn't it? Sometimes your only option is to dream the impossible because you never know where it might take you. So yeah, it does sound interesting. It's just one I've never picked up, never really thought to grab onto. So yeah, I'm going to check this one out. Well, hopefully, otherwise they won't be here. The next one is A Lesson in Love by Gervase. I hope I'm pronouncing that right and I haven't butchered it. Again, been on my shelf for ages. And it says, love is in the air in the little village of Barton on the Dale. Anyone can see that Ashley Underwood and Emma O'Malley are made for each other. They've just got to admit it to themselves. Meanwhile, on the other side of the village, an angry young boy struggles to believe in love. Head teacher Elizabeth Sterling faces a new challenge for the start of the school year, and a puritanical new vicar stirs up trouble. But as always, mixed in with the drama, there's plenty of gossip, laughter, friendship and love in Barton on the Dale. Yeah, so I think this is actually one of a series, because it says here, best-selling author of the Dale series. So yeah, I'm assuming it kind of comes under, there's obviously a lot more stories that occur in Barton in the Dale. But yeah, so this is that one. That's number 2. Number 3 you might have seen recently, or maybe not actually, I'm not sure which order my videos will go up in. But the next one is Lost Christmas by David Logan. It is a film which I might end up checking out, I'm not sure. But it says, 11-year-old Goose is lost, it's Christmas, his parents are dead, and now his dog Mutt has gone missing. Those around him aren't doing much better. His Uncle Frank's wife has walked out on him, and his nan is losing her mind. But then Anthony appears, a man who seems to know everyone's secrets but nothing at all about himself. Who is he, how does he know so much, and how can he help Goose? So begins a dramatic adventure through love, loss, and the quest for home. So yep, there's that one. Again, this one appeared in a recent video, same video as the last one. This is My Sweet Valentine by Annie Groves, and it says, Tilly is passionately in love with Drew and is desperate to be his wife, but he is harbouring a secret that threatens to overshadow their love. Dulcie is reluctantly doing her bit for the war effort by comforting injured servicemen in hospital, but she is caught off guard when David, the dashing pilot from her past, is among the injured. Tilly's mother, Olive, is terrified that Tilly will marry too young and be broken-hearted by the war, but Olive's heart is beginning to thaw, though prying eyes have seen the way she's been looking at Sergeant Dawson. As Valentine's Day approaches, the perils of war threaten all matters of the heart, and life as the women know it will never be the same again. So yep, that's number 4. Number 5, this is an advanced reader's copy. And it is A Grief Cottage by Gail Goodwin. I actually picked this up at a book fair last year, maybe the year before. But it says, after his mother's death, 11-year-old Marcus is sent to live on a small South Carolina island with his great-aunt Charlotte, a reclusive painter with a haunted past. Tourists like to buy Charlotte's portraits of the empty beach cottage nearby. Enchanted by its rustic desolation, the islanders call it Grief Cottage, because a boy and his parents disappeared from it during a hurricane 50 years before. Their bodies were never found. During his lonely hours while Aunt Charlotte is in her studio painting and keeping her demons at bay, Marcus visits the cottage daily, building up his courage by coming ever closer, even after the ghost of the boy who died seems to reveal himself. Full of curiosity and open to the unfamiliar given the recent upending of his life, he courts the ghost, unsure whether he is friendly or follows some sinister agenda. So yeah, it does sound really interesting. Again, it's just been on my shelf a long while. Next up is a novel by Katie Ford. It's called A Country Escape. Where is it? Fran has made the brave decision to move into a beautiful but rundown farm in the Cotswolds. She has 1 year to make a success of it and to prove herself and to the old lady who owns it that she can manage on her own. But can she? She's going to need a lot of help, not least from her very eligible next door neighbour. So yeah, little chitlet there. Chitlet. So there's that one. We have 4 left to go. The next is The Lost Village by Neil Spring. Found this in a charity shop not that long ago. And I think it was one of those ones I just bought on a whim. But it says, many years ago, soldiers entered a remote English village called Imber and forced every inhabitant out. It remains abandoned. Each winter, on one night only, Imber's former residents are allowed to return to visit loved ones buried in the overgrown churchyard. But this year, something has gone wrong. Secrets are surfacing, putting all who come near Imber in danger. Only one man can help. Notorious ghost hunter Harry Price has reluctantly reunited with his former assistant Sarah Gray. Once she worshipped Harry, but their relationship has soured. Harry knows that Sarah could be the key to unlocking the mystery of Imber, but will her involvement in the case be the undoing of them both? And it says it's based on a true story, which is kind of cool. So, yeah. There's that one. The Nightwalker. Quite a few of these are sort of crimey themed or chick lit, as I've noticed. But this is The Nightwalker by Sebastian Fitzek. And it says, now an adult, Leon wakes one morning to find his wife, Natalie, hastily packing a bag. Bruised and evidently scared of him, Natalie runs out of the door and disappears. Confused about what's happened, Leon begins to wonder if his night walking has started again. Fitting a motion-activated camera to his forehead to record what he does when he sleeps, Leon makes a shocking discovery. There's a hidden door in his apartment which he never knew about. As he descends into a nightmare somewhere between sleeping and waking, Leon discovers that there's a fine line between reality and dreaming, but sometimes waking up isn't an option. So yeah, there's that one. Miss Mary's Book of Dreams by Sophie Nichols. I have actually read The Dress, I believe, which is her other book. I think. I did. Maybe. But yeah. Oh, you've dropped. Sorry, guys. So this one says, Ella runs happily ever after a bookshop nestled in the cobbled streets of New York. She's a wife, a mother, and a successful novelist, but something is missing. One day, a strange girl comes into Ella's shop. Bryony is shy and unsure, but Ella feels an immediate connection to her. With the help of one very special book and a little touch of magic, can these women help each other find the fairy tale endings they've been searching for? So yeah, there's that one. And then finally, we have another Christmas one. It is Christmas in the Snow by Karen Swan. And it says, Allegra is pitching for the biggest deal of her career and can't afford to fail. And when she meets an attractive stranger, Sam Kemp, on the plane to the meeting, she can't afford to lose her focus either. She learned to shut off her emotions long ago, and only her sister and best friend Isabel knows why. But when Allegra finds herself up against Sam for the bid, their passion quickly turns sour. In Zermatt in the Swiss Alps, a long-lost mountain hut is discovered in the snow after 60 years. The last person who expects to become involved is Allegra. She hasn't even heard of the woman who was found inside, but it soon becomes clear that the two women are linked, and as She and Iz travel out to make sense of the mystery. Heart's thought and dark secrets are uncovered, long buried by the snow. So yeah, there's a little bit of mystery and a little bit of intrigue in that, as well as it being a Christmas themed novel. So yeah, they are the 10 books that I have picked that will self-destruct in 12 months if I haven't read them. If you have read any of them, don't give me any spoilers, but let me know whether you think any of them are really worth kicking off with to maybe start reading, or any that you think, no, you really have to read them, you can't get rid of them without reading them. Then do let me know, because I'd really like to find out everyone else's kind of thoughts and feelings on those. As I said, the lovely Nikki has done this video, so you should definitely check out her channel, and Becca and the Books has done that video as well. She is lovely as well. I've recently discovered her through Nikki, and she's really fun to watch, and if you like Sarah J Maas, then you should definitely check her out. But yeah, that's everything for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry about the sloping camera at one point. So unobservant, it's untrue. But yeah, that's everything for me. Take care, and I'll see you guys in my next video.